Kendrick was just like, yo, listen, send me some records. And, send him the records, send him 2 records. He called back. He was just laughing. Like, I got it. Like, I got it. Trust me, I got it. And mind you, this is going on through all the mix of all the drama and everything with him. So for him to even get it back was like, damn.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. All righty now, man. Got all legendary up in here. This is one I've been waiting on. Clipse, welcome to the neighborhood, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us.
Man, Malice, welcome to the neighborhood, my brother.
Thank you, sir. You already know.
Yes.
Welcome to the neighborhood, man. I've been waiting on this one, bro.
Yeah.
And the reason why I've been waiting on this one, bro, is because it's wild when people think about, oh, yeah, you do radio. But then there's other things where you're a fan first. And when you guys came up on my schedule, when it comes to, because thank God I'm in a position, God willing, a lot of us are, where you don't have to be next to anything you don't want to be next to.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have to do an interview that I don't want to do.
That's right.
And so when it came down and I saw y'all names, I was like, bro, I'm supposed to be on vacation right now.
Really?
Yes.
Man, we appreciate
And
you.
it was really just one of them things where you're like, if I can move it, I'll move it. And here we are together, bro. So welcome to the neighborhood, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And before anything, I got to say congratulations on such a great project.
Thank you.
Can y'all feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The energy is crazy right now.
Yeah, man.
Surrounding Let God Sort Them Out.
Hey, man, we Let God Sort Them Out. And I mean, it sounds low-hanging fruit to the title. But what was that title for both of you, for Clipse? Let God sort them out.
Yo, I'm gonna say for me, God just comes first in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And all of our titles have, had a religious theme.
Yeah.
So, it just makes perfect sense to us.
Hey, man, and you know what I love about this album is it's a full body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like people
cohesive.
right now. Yes.
Yeah.
And right now, there's certain things, and no disrespect to anything, but we've been very single driven, or some people not even worried about albums. They just like, man. And now we're also in a time, and if it works for you, I got to create a dance. I got to get this TikTok thing,
Right.
and that's a sign of the times.
For sure.
But this is an album. And when you say an album, bro, this is different feelings. This is different vibes. This is what life is, man. Life is this.
Yeah.
Right.
And I felt like that this is what this Let God Sort 'Em Out album is.
Right.
It's like this vibe that people have their favorites, but I literally can put the album on and let it play.
I said the other day that I still don't have a favorite.
Right.
Like I still don't
That's
have
like
a
saying your
favorite.
favorite kid. Again, like that's me telling Jay.
Yeah.
Like,
Jay,
yeah.
get in here,
I don't got a favorite, and I really only listen to it in a stream format, like just press play and it just goes.
I didn't even care
that-
what single was put out.
Yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
matter. Didn't care.
Do you listen to it, Push, though? Do you listen sometimes, and you as well, Malice, and say, and I'm not even talking about clips from back in the day, just with this particular project, do you listen and say, man, this is my record? Because other people are listening, and we listening like, oh my God, this shit is amazing.
I don't hear it until it's released.
Mm-hmm.
When I write it, I play it in the car, and I understand it, of course, but when I know that the rest of the world is hearing it, that's when I hear it. Yeah. When y'all got it, that's when I really hear it.
I think my experience was a little bit different because I had been dropping solo music here recently, and I've like always known what was missing from my solo music without having my brother there.
Right.
So like, man, to watch the reception, to watch how people feel about, Clipse and Let God Sort Them Out, it's like, hey, I've been knowing what's been missing from my solo projects.
And you know
honestly.
what? We can always call back to like, man, I wish Clipse would do this.
Yeah.
Man, I wish, and we've all had those kind of moments, And at one point, Malice, when it became like, when you step away, we was like, hey, man, I understand, and even more so now, overstand life journey.
Right.
And we can always try to call you home and I wish that. I mean, hell, I wish that Good Times are still on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
there's just
right.
some things that you just wish,
Right.
But that was one of them things where I never listened to you push and said, man, he needs Malice.
Oh, nah.
Or where it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It was just like you just held this thing where, you know, of course we wanted Clipse.
Right.
But
right.
I never sat there and was like, oh man.
Yeah.
This dude doing all this good music
hold
by
on,
himself.
because I gotta make mention, because I just told my brother this yesterday, like the level that he has kept it over this time, you know, by himself.
Yes.
The professionalism, the quality, the integrity, you know, I'm just seeing me coming back out here, just seeing what he has achieved, like firsthand, and being on the spot with it. It allows me to come back into the fold the only way that I would have it. We're not just into existing or rapping for the sake of rapping. I am honored to be able to step back into this at this level, at the level that he has maintained. It's crazy.
The one thing too, Malice, is it never stopped rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the rule.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Nothing stopped rolling.
But let me tell you, the rule is the rule, but sometimes we don't live up to the rule.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it never stopped rolling. Where I felt like when I would see you push it, and you, for one thing, especially with the album as well, nothing sounds easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for one, I always felt like you guys were lyricists. And then with Pharrell, it's like the fold. You know how some things you wish could come back together, and then when it comes back together, and there's no missing piece. You know what I'm saying? And when I say missing piece, I mean body, I mean sound, I mean acoustically, lyrically. Like there's no missing piece to me where I'm like,
oh man,
thank you, man.
And we are in a business, bro. When I say you held on to it too, because we're in a business. And not only are we in a business, we're in a genre, and we're in a day at time where you're here today and you're gone tonight. And people want to count you out. Like people say, oh man, you know, new album's out. And they be like, man, you know, when the next one? I'm like, dude, the album just came out.
Right.
You know, everybody want more and more, or it's whack. Man, that shit is whack. Like, what have you heard? Nah, I ain't. I just know. You know, that's where we are now, with people having an opinion. We used to come from 5 mics in the source. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody got the device. And everybody has something to say. So when I looked and listened to the album, I was like, what can you say about this album except for how fucking great it is?
Oh, man. Wow. Thank you.
And that took time, huh?
Yeah. 2 years, man. 2 years.
With 2 years, how do you know that it's done?
You know, 2 years has a lot to do with just the schedules of everybody. You know, we're recording in Paris. Yeah. You know, you gotta work around Pharrell's schedule.
How long were y'all in Paris recording?
Off and on a year and a half.
Yeah.
Hey man, that sounds exciting to me. Does it become
work? No.
Yeah, you know,
it sounds exciting.
Yeah, because at some point it really become work and workload.
The novelty does wear off, my man.
Yeah,
the novelty wears off.
Quickly, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all really recorded that at the Louis Vuitton, like
headquarters. Yeah.
So it's when we say Louis Vuitton headquarters.
Yeah,
it's people there, like it's the headquarters.
Oh, it's people there sewing. It's people there bringing up fabrics. It's people there sketching. It's
trying on stuff,
trying on things. Bags
are y'all
being
seeing
constructed.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man, because I thought for sure. And this isn't the reason why I took the interview, because I knew, you know, certain thing. I knew that y'all recorded at Louis Vuitton. And this is not the reason why, but I thought for sure y'all gonna bring something in today.
I knew you was about to say that.
Hey, man,
I knew you was about to say that. I was waiting.
We actually should have.
You could have killed it for me because you was looking like, big. I know what you're saying.
Really
I thought for sure today was like gifting day.
Damn.
It'd be greater later, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I got you.
We ain't one and done with this.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we ain't
that's
one
right.
and done with
That's
this, man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we wrong for that.
No, you right. You know
Nah,
what I'm
we
saying?
wrong. Yeah.
but you would think, man, like, what does that do with the creativity? Because there's times when you think about somebody recording something, it's like, man, you know, and days are different. It's not like, oh, I'm in the studio now and it's dark and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm in Studio B. But recording at an actual place of business where people are walking by, what does that do with you creatively?
I think it made the scrutiny of the album a lot harder because everywhere you turn in that place is nothing but opinions.
Oh, so people could hear certain things and see certain things?
Man, this
it's open like this.
It's open like this. We record like on mics like this. There's no booth. We record on
and
mics.
People bringing stuff to Pharrell like,
yeah, interrupting the session. What? Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, filling fabrics.
Yeah. All of that.
All of that. It's active.
Yes, it's super active.
But do you know? And I'm pretty sure because I hear the product. You got to be able to just kind of be able to tone that out, or does that add to what you're doing?
Well, I think it can be uncomfortable at first, but everybody in there is a creative, man. Everybody's a creative. Like sometimes the shoe man coming in, you be like, man, that shoe whack. Like I ain't feeling that.
Damn.
You know, like it gets. Nah, that colorway ain't it. Like, you know, everybody is
and are you doing that too?
Yeah.
Like, hey, for real, not that one, bro.
Yeah. No, for sure. He'd be like, yo, what you think of this? I'd be like, nah.
But that's wild because the creative process.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that. But I guess there's also kind of an energy that comes with that too, right?
Well, it gets surreal at times, you know, because when you realize that you're out in Paris at, you know, the Louis Vuitton headquarters, and you just look at the levels that Pharrell has taken, it's always a new height. It's like, are we really here right now doing this at this level? Yeah. You know, just it's always a new surprise,
hey,
man.
Take me back to that whole introduction of when we got Clipse. You know what I'm saying? Because now when you think about the accolades and everything that we know from you brothers, you know, what was that like, that early Pharrell? Because when you look at Pharrell now and you say, oh man, Louis Vuitton and Pharrell and the Neptunes and Pharrell is this, and
it was so outlandish. You know, it was like he was always a real dreamer. Like he would talk to us and we would just swear he was crazy.
Yeah, right.
Back then, you know.
And how young, Malice, are we talking?
20s. That's me. So
right.
So I'm 15.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, but maybe younger than 20.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking about like starting, you know, when music and all of that.
So you guys are just buddies.
Yeah.
And y'all having like real conversations. Like if me and my homeboy Frank just talking under the stars or whatever, we like, man, this is it. Not knowing that you could fast forward and this is what's happening.
Well, yeah, and I think that was the biggest thing that came with Pharrell was his he took the ceiling off of everything. Mm-hmm. Like he was like, nah, we can go up there, all the way up there. To the top up there. You know, that was his whole thing. He always looked at music like that. And then when certain situations happen, you know, locally, like Teddy Riley moved to the area. Mm-hmm. You know, he actually built a studio right next to Pharrell's school. They had a talent show.
Look at God.
You know, within that, all the creatives used to go down to Virginia Beach. That's where my brother was heard amongst all of them guys with Tim and, you know, Timbaland and my brother was in school together.
Yeah.
Like nobody really realizes the proximity of how close everyone was. We're talking about within a 2.5-3 mile radius. Different
Chad
schools.
1 mile.
Oh my Lord.
Timbaland 1 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pharrell,
ride bikes there.
Yeah, Pharrell about 2 miles.
About 2 miles, yeah.
So all of this is, you know, now Missy, she's in another city, but she up the street.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get to her.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Hey man, did you guys know early on? Because it's one thing when you have like this dream, you want to aspire to be something, but did you see that it was going to be not what it is, but it could be big? Because you got to think, man, you guys created something. And when you go back to Timbaland song, because sounds came from certain places. Like you looked at the East Coast, then you looked at the West Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at one point, you know, even with the South got something to say, you know, but it was like this movement that you guys also created that y'all can't really say, oh, a lot of this was already here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of that came from you guys and probably gave other people the hopes and the dreams, like, oh, we could do that too.
So,
but it wasn't a lot of two.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
y'all were
so we
early
discovered early that we had to get up out of Virginia and go to New York.
Right.
You know, we piled up in a Chad station wagon. And when we would go there and talk to the so-called A&Rs, you know,
mailroom clerk.
Right.
Yeah.
In the building.
Yeah. We that just like put a battery, you know, in our back, knowing that we had the product and just to be able to go and let people hear it. It kind of let us know that it was tangible and it could happen.
Had y'all always been, of course, brother, but had y'all always been together? You know what I'm saying? Like as a group?
No.
Right.
No. Malice was definitely rhyming first. His first stint with music. Well, he was always writing. He was always a writer. And then again, he was with Timbaland in junior high school. So, you know, it was a time in which to go to Timbaland's house, I'd have to follow him on a bike. Like my mom would be like, "You gotta take your brother too."
Right.
And
go on.
We go to Timbaland's house, and then Timbaland dad would kick us out after he got home from work because he wasn't trying to hear all that. But it was you know, everybody was into the music.
But Push, it sounds easy now because it's written already. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like, oh man, that's genius. You know, but at the time when it's easy for that rear view mirror. That windshield is a motherfucker. Yeah, when you look in the rear view mirror, it's like, oh man, but when you looking through the windshield and don't know what's coming, oh, it's different.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you know,
we had the easiest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was easy, but
how?
It just was.
Because
like Rob Walker would always tell us.
It. Yeah.
He would tell us that he didn't know what kind of story we were going to tell the people because like.
He was like, man, y'all ain't had no classic battles. I mean, how people going to look at y'all?
Right.
You know, we're in Virginia. Like, this is, you know, mixtape world and these things, like, you know, different factions was going to New York and battling in studios. You would hear about Cam and Mason, and these people, like, going at it. We didn't have none of them stories.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like, we just in Virginia.
Right. Like, this my brother.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how do you get the attention? You know, because even now, but back then, everybody wanted to be in the business. And everybody, rightfully so, felt they should have been. How do you get the attention when a lot of attention wasn't on you?
I think just believing in the music. I always knew that I could rap. I didn't think it could happen because, you know, I always thought you had to be like in a big city like New York or something.
Yeah.
But meeting Timbaland and meeting Pharrell and then Teddy Riley coming down and then we had like total access to the studio whenever we wanted. You know, we could go up there and hang out. So just them bringing it on location, you know, let us know that it could happen.
And then Tim, like I think Tim, like, you know, Pharrell would like write Rump Shaker, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, do a SWV, him and Chad would do a SWV song. And, you know, so there were spurts, glimmers of hope.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tim with Jodeci.
Yeah, Tim with Jodeci. They left Virginia first, probably.
Yeah, they were first.
You know what's wild about that Pharrell and Rump Shaker, right?
Yeah.
That's probably when Pharrell was probably like, man, we on. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, oh my God. Not even knowing how on is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same way you could take a Teddy Riley and go back to, like, was it Herbie Love? Herbie?
Yeah.
That did like the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's crazy how somebody becomes that guy as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, we was on just by hanging out. We thought we was on just being
yeah.
there to hang out.
I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you
we here?
Yeah. and that's when the homies start doing too much. We need 2 more bottles over here for Pharrell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pharrell, like, I don't even drink.
You need them.
Hey man, but it's wild when you do get on, and because the journey is hell of a when you're trying to get there.
Yeah.
And then the real work also comes when people think you there and people think you made it. Like holding on to something is extremely difficult.
Right.
And not that y'all made it look easy, because we've had a chance to look at, even with you, Malice, just life changes.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and when life sends you a message,
Right.
you got to listen to that message.
Right.
And
If you're
so-
real with yourself. Yeah.
Hey, man, so is it around 2010 when you say
Yeah, around 2010.
before 2010, how many times were you trying to shut the message off, like trying to bring it down? Because I know it's not a light switch, it's a dimmer.
Yeah.
It's a dimmer.
You try to deny it. You know, you try to deny that what you're seeing, you're not seeing because you're so systematic in the world and everything's supposed to work in a sequence. You know, you're out here in the world and it's the money, it's the lights, it's, you know, just the work ethic, just you just the worldly economy is what I'm trying to say. You're used to that. But when it's not sitting right with you in your mind and in your heart, you're like, well, what could this be? So it's like a constant wrestling.
Yeah.
You know. And that's what I was just going through. I was just going through a wrestling.
So when we say like 2010, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling it in 2009?
2008?
2008?
Yeah. Maybe a little bit even
You can-
before that,
you
but
can
it's
hear it in
little
the music.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
Till
the
the
music
casket drops.
Yeah, till the casket drops.
Listen to that album.
Yeah, it's well documented. It's well
Yeah.
documented. Yeah.
Did you know when you're doing that, it's like, not that the music is feeling different, but did you know, like, man, something, my core is changing?
Yo, so we were here actually in LA, and we were meeting with Rubin, and we were just talking, and we were talking about music, and I just remember some of the things he was saying about make sure, you know, you're making the music that you love and not trying to cater to, you know, the listener. Just be true to who you are. And I'm listening to all of that, and it makes all the sense in the world to me. But I knew, I'm like, y'all talk all y'all want. I am exiting. And that night, that same night, after having this great conversation with Rubin, we're in the elevator, you know, of the hotel, and I'm telling T, I was like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I ain't
Did you
doing
see
it.
that push? Did you see it coming? You weren't sideswiped, but there's a reality too.
Nah,
like,
I wasn't sideswiped.
He knew I was disgruntled.
but I knew he was disgruntled
Yeah.
with just the music. Totally. You know what I'm saying? Just
is it disgruntled with the music and the music business?
Oh, I'm sorry, the business.
Gotcha.
The music business.
Gotcha.
Disgruntled with the music business, not the music.
Right.
So and you know, we had been through so many like label woes.
Up until today.
Right.
Yeah, up until today.
Yeah.
Like,
Up until about 11:30, baby.
Yeah.
so I knew he was over it. I definitely knew he was over it.
You know what's wild about that too, though, man, is, and it's very basic. When you get on the airplane, the first thing they tell you is secure your mask, because if you're not good to yourself, you're not good to anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm pretty sure, Malice, that you had to weigh out everything. Damn, it's my bro. What about the fans? What about this?
Let me tell you something. No, I didn't. No, I did not. And that's just the way that we were raised. Like, we're not twins. I knew my brother is a man. You know what I'm saying? Because we were raised as men, and I knew he would do what he had to do. So I didn't have no coddling to do. I didn't have any figuring out to do.
Damn.
And vice versa. That's just how we are and have always been.
So from floor 1 to floor 8, you were out the group.
Hey, yeah,
He
for
was on,
sure.
He was on
for
the elevator
sure.
like, yeah, man,
For
you know I'm
sure.
not doing this anymore.
You know, my brother, all he asked me was I sure? And I was like, yeah. And he said, okay.
You know what's wild about that too, Malice, man, is people think, like when Dave Chappelle walked away from that Comedy Central deal, and people were like, oh, 50 million. Like, there's just something that doesn't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That didn't move me. It didn't make me happy.
If you're real.
So yeah, but when we're looking at you, people would think from the outside, like, man, Clipse on fire, man. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't matter
Nah,
to you.
it didn't.
Damn.
It didn't. But when you trust in the Lord, that's why I'm sitting here right now. I got to sit down. I got to read and understand the word of God, internalize it. I have the word written on my heart. Every problem that I have ever had in my 52 years of living in this life, the Bible has the answer to it. I mean, not only the answer, but the cure. And I paid attention to that. And today I'm sitting here with the greatest album out right now.
Yes, sir. Say it.
I'm back with my brother, and I like to think that our music is healing in many ways because I'm looking at the comments and I'm looking at what people are saying. So I attribute all of that, to God.
What did you learn in the years being away? How in tune were you with what was going on musically, or did you have a complete shut off, or you shut off for a while?
Yeah, I did shut off for a while because I wasn't interested in not just music. I couldn't watch TV. I sit and try to watch TV, but I felt like I was wasting my time. I could come up with any ending to a television movie or a conclusion in my own head. This could go this way or that way. Big deal, So it's hard for me just to. I just felt like it was just idle time.
What about the outside chatter? You know how everybody wants you to do something that possibly at the moment you're like, I don't, like, man, come on, man.
Well, let me tell you this. Without listening to what the outside chatter was, what I did realize, people would start coming to me with the issues that I was once having. So, you're going through it too. You're looking for answers too. You're not totally fulfilled, situated, or satisfied. So I knew like I wasn't by myself. It might have took a little time, but when you see people start coming to you for answers and questions and people are curious, then I knew I had done the right thing.
And Push, I know man to man, and you explained it very well, Malice, but at any time, do you feel abandoned?
Nah. For me, it was just important that he was happy and like doing something that he really wanted to do.
And that's what I got from him every time.
That's dope.
Yeah. No eye rolls, no nothing, no huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, Push.
They might bring an offer over, and I'm gonna call.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's done that.
Right.
He's done that.
Hey man,
they got 300.
It was real offers.
Oh man,
you were
yeah.
And
so
you were
the
like,
festival,
nah.
Yeah,
they got 300.
Yeah.
So he want to call you.
Yeah.
And tell you.
just
so
let
you know.
Yeah.
I told him no.
Yeah. But if.
So he would always come to me. He would tell me, he'd say, I already told them no, but I didn't want to not let you know what the offers were. There was offers the entire time.
Was your toes ever crossed like, please, man?
Ma'am, I had my pinky was crossed over my big toe.
like, come on, man. Come on, cat. Like,
no, listen, my manager was saying, he was like, man, well, you gonna ask him? Why don't you just call him and ask him? They would tell me things like that all the time.
Hey, dude, is it countless, or how many times do you think that? And not even just the almost. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure you could just be somewhere and somebody say, hey man, they got some money for you. But then it became real ones too.
Yeah. Well, see, you gotta remember, like the Clipse were like we were like the first rap group at South by Southwest.
Right.
We, Clipse were like festival. We were playing in like festival layers.
Hey man,
early.
Did you ever look at the audience to be like, man, do they understand this?
Oh, we can talk about that too. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
But so and when you're into that festival world, it's about having novelty as well as you have what's hot, you have this and that. You can have the eclectic. So when the anniversaries of albums and things, oh man, and it's always a real number.
Right.
Like it's
right. I don't even come with.
It's come do top to bottom. The Lord willing.
Listen.
Got 5. Let's go.
It don't matter. Had I had taken, yeah, funny, but had I had taken any of those offers, it would have shot Clipse in the foot.
For sure.
It would have shot. It wouldn't
Explain.
have been, because it's like he's coming back. Like I really sat down and did what I was supposed to be doing, taking stock of my own life and inventory. If I had came back, we would have got that little dumb check, whatever it was. I mean, it was good,
right?
But that would have
big dumb check.
But that big dumb check. But that would have been it, because you would have saw. Oh, that's what it looks like when he comes back. Da, da, da. Nah, this is it, because this is the story. The story has been cultivated. It's real. You see in the brothers the things that we have been through. the intimate journey, the pain, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows.
Yeah.
This is the story right here.
They do. When people say it was written, I know it sounds like such a cliche or just sound like, oh, it's a phrase. It was written.
It was written.
Yes.
It was written.
And I overstand when you say if you had, this is what would have been.
Yeah. It would have just been another rap group try to come back and bang, nothing. You know?
And then also, man, with and probably nothing behind it. Go do a spot date, and we know what that looked like.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We
Listen.
know that. So there is, for you,
Yeah.
Malice, there was no price on your happiness.
Nah, it was I knew it.
And purpose.
I understood that I was where I was supposed to be. Oh, and that's another thing. With my mother being ill. And this didn't hit me until later, but my mother needed me in a close proximity to her, all that time. Even if it was just the comfort of her knowing I was a moment away from her. And it makes all the sense in the world to me. I didn't even know it at the time, but looking back, it was no way I could have been out on the road, while my mom was going through what she was going through.
Hey, man, when we do...
And that's without me knowing that's how I was serving her.
Right.
So, like you said...
you never said, I got to be here for mom.
I never thought that. No.
Right.
No. Yeah.
And then when you look, you're like...
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
Divine and perfect.
Yeah. Hey, man, now, the way that you guys sequence the album.
Yeah.
The sequence, bro, it's like, for one, you start us off with beauty. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty is also, there's beauty in the tragedy. There's beauty in the sadness. And I thought that you guys painted such a beautiful picture when y'all opened up the album and what it feels like when you open up an album as such. And I can ask, was it intentional? I know
Totally.
That. I know that.
Totally intentional. It was one of the hardest records to make. We're talking about Birds Don't Sing.
Yes, sir.
And when you just even when you're just making records and making an album, you always want your hardest record to start it off. You set it off intro, the intro gotta be hard, whatever it is. We just all came to the conclusion that this is the hardest record. Just going through the process of making a record. I'm talking about tears on top of tears on top of tears. I'm talking about anybody who's watching, anybody who's around, they crying. They're some days you get 2 bars, Some days you may get 3, Some days Pharrell nah, don't let the emotion out the room. Keep going. He just turning, because it's all conversation.
Hey, man, when you go to write just a song like that, bro, how do you write a song like Birds Don't Sing? And the reason why I ask that is because I've been through it, with my mom. Mm-hmm. My dad is deceased, but my mom, she raised me. Mm-hmm. And there's just a different pain that you feel. And y'all got pretty much, you couldn't even exhale before you had to inhale again.
Yeah.
And that's moms and pops. Y'all say within 4 months. So and there's no time. You never can say, man, you still grieving over that? But to actually inhale and then think that you can exhale, and then 4 months later, it comes again.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
How did you guys, were both of you on the same page? We're saying, man, we have to put this in a song because there's a feeling. But I think what you guys wrote is what I feel without having to write. I couldn't write it, but I feel it.
Yeah.
All I got to do is take certain pieces from the song and say, oh, yeah, that's my mom. Or I will put my piece in there. That's where I listen to music and it becomes an I and me. And sometimes not an us and we. So did you guys know that y'all had to do this song?
Man, I don't even know if it was so much intentional. We didn't be like, hey,
right,
we gonna do this joint.
It came about.
It came about. And a lot of times it was again conversations, because it was just hard hitting back to back. I remember one night, Pharrell calling me after my mom had passed, our mom had passed, and he was like, man, we just, you gotta write about it. He was like, man, I got this idea. It's called the birds don't sing and they screech in pain. And he was just like it sounds crazy, but it came from a concept. It came from a conversation we were having just about her and everything she was going through with dialysis and just all, her ailments. Mm-hmm. And her just sticking around and toughing it out, and just things that you think about after the fact. And I feel like the verses were just mine in particular was after the fact, and being able to see it clearly, like zooming out and being like, oh man, wait a minute, lady. Did you know? Like, was you?
Yeah.
Right.
You can hear it.
Were you playing with me?
You can hear it in your writing.
Like,
Yeah.
And yeah.
And you can hear it in the penmanship as well.
Yeah.
When, especially if you really check on what the lyrics are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And is that a song that's hard to not just write, but is it a song that's hard to recite?
Damn
right. Like you were saying, it took time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
So when you're recording Birds Don't Sing, when you're recording it, I'm pretty sure that's an emotional roller coaster too. You know how some people say, man, we did it in one take.
Oh man. This
Please.
day, man, I ain't got no more today.
Yeah.
I ain't got no more today.
Yeah.
We got 3 bars. That's it.
Do y'all record together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you know how you're writing? And do you know how you're writing? Do y'all collaborate with, like, man, I'm writing moms, I'm writing dad?
Well, we came up with that, and I actually did mine first and just sent it to him. And
I didn't know how I was going to be able to finish, because just listening, I understood everything that he was saying. I was there to witness everything. It like punched me in the face so hard. And then, not only was I grieving, the loss of my mom, but looking at my younger brother and how he was processing, that was its own grief for me personally, and my dad and I, like, we talked all the time, and we just had a really tight relationship. So I spoke about the last conversation that we had together.
Yeah. Was it important to share that with us? Share it with the world?
I think so. I think so. And I say that because it's nothing you can hide from. Like, life takes place. And not only that, but after it happened, and my brother, he would do interviews, and people would know, and it would get out, and social media would give condolences and stuff like that. I would get on my treadmill, and I would, do my lives from my treadmill. We just have conversations or whatever. But I thought it was important for people to see that life continues, and it's not to shut yourself down or go in a hole. We have a real live hope. My mom, my dad, and myself, we all shared the same faith. And I knew what my dad thought of death. I knew what my mom thought of death. And my dad was nowhere in the world he would want me just, grieving to the point of being out of commission. Right. We have families, we have children, and we have to share the eternal hope that we have in Jesus Christ, because outside of that, there is no hope. You are just dead. You're just dead. But if you want to talk about the resurrection, of Jesus, that's what our hope is in. So that's why I can, sit here today and talk, and I could think about my parents and smile.
Yeah. When you guys do NPR Tiny Desk and you go into Birds Don't Sing, is that going to always, and I mean, you never know, but would it always be, does it feel like it's always going to be that emotional to you? Because even when I saw y'all do it live, I'm like, there's no time you're just like, oh yeah, we about to hit this, and then, you know what I'm saying? And you go, it's always this emotion.
It's solemn every time you perform that.
Yeah.
It's definitely like it's solemn.
And people remind you that it's solemn because they be crying.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How do
And
you,
then the pictures don't help none.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
When that, dude, the way that y'all put that together, because the only performance I've seen so far is Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like,
I hope we don't have to perform that ever again.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And then when you guys turned around and just look at the pictures and it's silent, dude, man, I'm talking about if there's a beauty in the pain too, that was beautiful, bro. That was beautiful, man. And it's such an homage and an honor.
Yeah.
It got to be to your parents.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
for sure.
And I'm telling you, man, I think I had a brief conversation with the team earlier. I was like, man, that's one of the worst clubs you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the. It's just this thing.
Oh, you're going there though.
Yep.
Like everybody's joining if they don't go first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, and there's just no like. What was the dates on your mother and father? If y'all don't mind my asking.
November 21.
Right.
And,
March 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine, bro. Because what I know is with my mom, I think of, the streets of in kindergarten, and my mom used to tell me she used to have the groceries, and she used to tell me grab onto the back of her shirt because her hands would be full.
Right.
And I would grab onto the back of her shirt, and I'm in kindergarten. Those are the memories that you just know. Right. So when something it's like it's different because all that gets replayed. If I'm tripping off of y'all doing Jimmy Fallon and I'm looking at pictures, I can't imagine, what you go through. But man, you guys put it together so extremely well, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I don't feel like there could have been any other way that it could have been presented than the way you guys presented. And for y'all being extremely great writers.
Thank
my
you.
God, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Y'all, you and your pens, boy. I don't even know if y'all write with y'all pens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do y'all write now?
Only pen and pad.
You-
You do pen and pad?
Pen
Okay,
and
cool.
pad.
Because I be
Pen
seeing
and
people in the
pad.
studio like,
Pen
I'm
and pad.
like, how the hell you do that?
I don't feel it like
Yeah.
that.
It's no soul in the phone.
Really? Yeah, because I see people like, I'm like, I'm like, hey, man, if it worked for you, you like it, I love it, I guess.
Yeah.
You like it, I love it. And then from there on, y'all, then it's the album. Y'all get into mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like, man, I heard what you said. I heard what you did. I got these rhymes. I got these songs. But the one thing that I felt like when it comes to the album, y'all put together an album.
Yeah.
And and there's times when, if it's been probably 15 calendars since the last Clip album.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Clipse album. So
Yeah.
at some point, man, and even when we were talking about you, Push, you could have fucked the Clipse name off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could have did something that messed up the name,
Right.
and you didn't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see this album come together, it's how people say, man, it's perfect. Whatever aligns, the sun, the moon, the stars.
Right.
It's one of the things that it aligned perfect. Why do you feel? And this is for you, Malice. Why do you feel like this was the moment and the time to be back with us and as Malice?
Yeah. I would just say there were a few telltale signs. Like you said, 15 years. I feel like No Malice has done everything that he was supposed to do. I really believe that. And we did Punch Bowl with on Nigo's album. I Know
Yeah.
Nigo. We did Punch Bowl. I Pray For You, on Push's album. And I remember I had
Jesus is King.
we did Jesus is King. Yeah, that was a telltale for me. That was right up my alley. And I remember speaking with my dad after doing those bodies of work. I asked him, I said, what do you think about me rapping again? And he told me, he said, son, I think you've been too hard on yourself. And I thought that, I don't know, that was just powerful to me because my dad is a deacon. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that, he said, you know what to do now, And it just meant a lot to me. But even outside of that, that's not the reason. I believe that I have a space to occupy, and I don't want to squander it, you know? And, you know, I set out. I really did. I set out the time I believe I was supposed to set out. And now, you know, and then, you know, with him having this platform that I could just step back into, you know.
You didn't charge him for it?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I would have been like, man, I would have, Right. Hey, man, your show money, everything would have changed.
Whatever. I don't never that. I don't know what you talking about.
I would have been like, oh, man. Right. But he not petty like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a whole different thing. But when you come back and you know that it's the time. Timing is everything, bro. And you guys came back, and what I'm feeling right now is the perfect time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some things you can't plan for, man.
Nah, bro. Yeah. And what I've been seeing you guys do, even with the rollout, you know, y'all, man, I mean, hell, y'all been everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've been everywhere, but we've been with the real too.
Go ahead now. Say that.
Like, we've been with the real. I think that's what a lot of people keep talking about, the rollout and how good the rollout is and so on and so forth. But you got to realize the rollout is just us talking to real journalists,
right?
Us talking to real people who care about the music and who, you know, have a line of questioning and their opinions are respected and you know, that's now the timing of that and how that hits. That's what makes the rollout feel what it is, but it's real. And I think we were trying to chase. Man, you said the 5 mics earlier. Like, you know, I remember asking, like, hey man, I want to get some reviews on the album. Like, I want to send it out, and he was like, man, you know, it's only about 3 publications to do that these days.
Like, man, get it out there.
Yeah. He was like, you ain't gonna see but so many stars. Like, you know, nah.
Come back, all 3 of them on here.
Right, exactly. And I was like, man, I said, well, you know, you gotta. I was talking to Gabe. I was like, Gabe, man, you gotta really turn it up and really, you know, let the press and the publicity side of this, you know, get to work, because
and he did.
And it's real though. And when you said, you guys, it is kind of like quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And I can see that too, bro. Yeah. And then you got to think there's so much equity in the name too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to Clipse, there's so much equity.
Well,
and it's great. There's great deposits into it.
I wasn't going to like bring my brother and have him just sitting down with anybody either. Like, you know, people got to know what this is too and what this dynamic is. Like, you know, I'm not sitting down and you just laughing and talking and joking and, you know, silly.
Right.
You know, that like, this ain't what we're here for. This album wasn't for that either. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, nah, this is like,
and we're in a very clickbaity time,
right?
Too,
yeah, right.
Where there's no, and that's why
I'm seeing that, and I'm hating that.
But like, you know what it is too, though. It's like, and it's. I'm telling you, it's going to happen here too, because you could sit down and talk for an hour, and it'd be like, man, we talked about this, we talked about moms, we talked about God, we talked about, and then it'd be like, yay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or it'd be, and there's things I do want to cover respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because this is year 31 for me, bro, and I build relationships.
Right.
I don't shock jock, and anybody that come and do the show, I try to have a relationship where they're like, man, you know what, man, that felt good, and they want to come back.
You know why we here?
Yeah, very much so. And I thank you guys for being here too.
Thank you.
We told Plenty is mad with us. You serious?
Right. Wait, who?
Plenty
as it
are
should
mad.
Be. Well, no.
For sure.
Hey man, let me write mine down. You know I'm a failed rapper. You know what I'm saying? Let me write mine down. But when I say that there's also, man, there's equity, and y'all put so much, there's so many deposits into the name.
Yeah.
And then when you feel like, okay, there's an artistic value to what you guys do as well. And where I'm going at with that too, man, is even just the label change. So when you go to do a label change, it's not scary for you guys, because did y'all stand on so much of the music and the values that you're like, bro, you can't play with
lose no sleep, nothing at no time,
nothing.
I don't care what happened.
Nothing. Like, we knew. Like, it didn't matter. Like, first of all, we walked in. We knew wherever we walked into, we was bearing gifts.
Yeah.
He was like, what?
Let me help you. You know what I'm saying?
Two videos done, like the whole album, right?
Yeah.
With this heat?
Man, so is it just, and not as simple, but it's gonna sound simple when I ask, but was it when the Kendrick verse did the label trip and wanted to make an artistic change?
Yes, 1000%. Definitely wanted to make an artistic change as to wanted a lyric change in his verse, and then just it ended up just being like, hey, we'll just, we won't put out the song. We won't put it out.
And so with Chains and Whips with Kendrick,
he's been dealing with a lot of this stuff over time for a long time.
Yeah.
So I have to sit back and let him air it out. You know what I'm saying?
So when you hear this, there's no part of you that say, man, we got a great album. We got a great album without this Kendrick.
We just came off 15 years. What's another 15?
Right. Hey, man. But it's crazy because it's one of them things where they're like, hey, you got to change, take either Kendrick off or change the verse, mute this. And y'all like, no. So it almost becomes like, to the label, it could be, all right, are we playing tennis here? And when that over there, y'all just let the ball drop. Like, all right, y'all like, we're back to you.
Yeah.
And y'all got up and left.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to pay. You got to pay.
Yeah. And y'all had to pay her.
Yeah, you got to pay.
But you know what's crazy about that is how much y'all believed in you.
Oh,
because,
for sure.
From day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what y'all did this 15 years ago?
We got the product, man.
Yeah.
We've had the product.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that we had faith in, knowing what we do.
Right.
And believing in that. That's where you get your strength from.
Is that like a gift in disguise?
It's definitely a gift.
And also, even now, when you look at what was going down with, is that a gift that you say, you know what, I'm so glad that they showed that so we can.
Yeah.
Because the energy would have been different with this entire project. Because it's crazy when you do something and you hand somebody your blood, sweat, and tears, and it's like, okay, we did what we had to do.
Right.
Now you go and you do it.
Yeah. I don't know if everything would have played out the way it would have if we stayed at Def Jam.
And then you know what I love about it too was that was the first with Chains and Whips. That was the first one that we did every hour. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So at some point, there's somebody.
Thank you.
Shout out free.
Yeah.
They do this.
Shout out free.
There's somebody.
Free.
You know how when people say, "Man, how you let them out the building?"
Yeah.
There's got to be some conversation.
Oh, that's going on. Yeah.
How did you let them out the building, bro? Hey,
man.
And you know what's wild about that too, though, bro, is like I said, there's so much with the equity in the name that y'all could have not only any label. I don't book guests by what label they're on. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have been like, oh man, we can't bring them in because of such and such. I don't care. And y'all have enough around the world where it's like, dude, we don't need this.
Integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get up and bow. How good does that feel when you make the right decision and you see that you made the right decision?
Man, it's
rewarding.
Very rewarding. Yeah, very rewarding.
Hey man, what was that? So does Kendrick? Is it the lyric and he send it to you? Because I know he not in the sewing shop out in was he in Paris?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
His publisher actually came by the studio and was listening to the album and called him and was like, listen, you need to be on this. And Kendrick was just like, yo, listen, send me some records. And send him the records, send him 2 records. He called back. He was just laughing. Like, I got it. Like, I got it. Trust me, I got it. And mind you, this is going on through all the mix of all the drama and everything with him. So for him to even get it back was like, Damn.
How much of that did you watch? Did you pay attention to the Drake and Kendrick, or were you so much into? Oh, okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, why do you think Drake took the bait? And I'm sorry if this is off to you, but why he took the bait with Dot, but he didn't take it so much with you?
Man, I think
and not even bait. Bait's a bad word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. I just think it was I think what I had going on was very jarring. Very.
Yeah.
Like it was.
And you pretty much came out the gate with Not Like Us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? like pretty damn much. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
And I was like, man, if this is his first, I'm like, man, because we went like 8-9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, if this is like kind of like his first round, I'm like, what's round 2? you know what I'm saying? But so you not pay attention, but you saw what was going down with it. Yeah,
sure.
man.
Is that I paid attention?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was watching.
Really though. What does that do?
Watching. What we watching?
What does that do for you as a lyricist?
Oh man, I thought it was great. I just thought it was great for hip hop.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it showed it just showed lyricism. And I think it heightened lyricism in the category of like what's important in rap. And I think with Dot winning, that was great because it heightened lyricism just in how people look at it today. At one point people were like, this vibe or whatever.
I say the same. I say the same because I told people, I said, man, it feels like lyrics are back. Yeah. And it was this time that we was a little goofy, and it was, these songs that was going on. And Malice, you was probably really like, man, I ain't definitely ain't going back now. You know what I'm saying? Like people urinating on their plaques. And I'm just looking at this and I'm like, oh, okay. And so now, and I say that to say this, it's like lyrically, that's why when I felt like lyrics were back and we started to see people lyrically, and we started to see bodies of music, and that's why I do go back to your album and I say, man, you gotta listen to this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to it. I can tell you how many times in the last 5 years that I've played an album in my car, and I can count it on one hand.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I could probably drop a finger or two where I'm like literally driving and riding to it and like, what did he say here? Yeah. And I'm talking about an album because there's other times I listen to songs, but as a body of music, I'm listening to you guys' album. And it reminds me of when I love looking and listening and holding and what did he say here? Like there was a line.
What?
Yeah. Y'all be concentrating. I gotta concentrate too.
Locked in.
Hey man, but now what happens tour wise now? Because now the whole grind or the whole loveliness is back.
Yeah.
Are you guys expecting to run out as well, or spot dates, or what happened?
Man, we
it's going
Malice
crazy.
got me over here sweating and shit.
Yeah, we got 25, 29 dates starting in August. And then
all state?
That's all states. And then November we go to Europe. I see that we just added a new London show. We just raised the room capacity for Manchester.
Oh Jesus.
We're gonna be in the UK. No, we're gonna be in Europe. I'm sorry. For I don't know, a couple weeks, I think. Yeah, a few weeks as well, starting in November.
When was the last time y'all were on tour together? Oh shit. So this is it.
Yeah. Like I don't 2009, right? Like 10?
10.
We stopped and we were in like Sweden or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So we stopped in Sweden in 2010.
Malice, you didn't miss none of it? Or you missed enough?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But nothing to bring you back.
The only thing that I missed was the camaraderie with my brother and being away. I really wanted to be by his side while he was out there. I mean, the fans, they tend to think that it was some kind of like a breakup, but have always been tight, you know, hours on the phone, you know, talking and stuff like that. But that's the only thing that I really and the fan interaction. Yeah. Seeing them recite, you know, those verses, that's always crazy.
Is it different to come back and recite the same verses?
Nah. When I decided to come back with Clipse, I'm committed.
Right.
You know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And that would also explain the name change. I wasn't trying to come back to our brand and have like a little twist or turn with it. Like if I'm gonna do Clipse, I'm doing Clipse, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and y'all doing it well too.
Oh wow,
bro.
thank you.
Yeah, y'all
Appreciate
doing it extremely well, man.
Right.
Do y'all have LA dates already?
I think we are 100 tickets from selling out LA.
Yeah, so y'all didn't need me.
Yeah.
So,
so y'all go grab them 100. You know, because it's definitely sold out.
Is there a particular song on the album that you grow, or is it one of them things where it's like this morning you can listen to this and the next?
We better start rehearsing.
Really?
Because we haven't even been able to like get into this rollout and everything has been so tedious. It hasn't been we haven't had time to sit down with the music other than just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So the technical of like putting a show together, you know, lights, syncing up everything, pictures and everything is we haven't even gotten into that yet.
Hey,
so
man,
we're about to do that right now.
I do want to ask you guys about the Justin Bieber thing. And I think this is another thing that I think I got an angle on. So Malice, I'm gonna tell you my angle as well. All right. So with Justin Bieber, there was like this retweet or repost, right?
Right.
And it said this is the only album that matters right now. And then Justin Bieber reposted that.
Okay.
Right. And then it says this album is way better than the Clipse. This is somebody else saying it. But you know, and this is all in one, but Justin Bieber did that. Clipse is bitter grown men who collect Cars dolls and shop at Kith and Union, right? When y'all now I have a theory to this.
Okay.
Right.
All righty. Before I say my theory, Malice, what did y'all think when y'all saw this?
I didn't think nothing.
Okay. I kind of figured
I didn't think nothing left or right. I tend to, and not specifically in this case, but I give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if you clicking something, don't know if you reading it or not.
I
just
Hey, Malice almost did another one of these.
I'm just Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just don't know, but I don't get into that. I mean, people can be very specific if they want to be, but what does it mean to me? Nothing. We're doing what we're doing out here. The fans love it, you know, bringing the music back, real hip hop. The thing that I keep hearing is it is taking people back to a time. You know, it's an energy that has been missing all this time surrounding, you know, this album. And, you know, that's what I focus on. I don't care what nobody do.
Yeah.
At no point in time. It don't matter.
And anything before I say what I'm thinking?
Nah, I mean, you know, I think that I just think, man, just look at Clipse, man. Like amongst all of these names and pop music and like this is street hip hop.
We
man.
talked
like
we talked about this
street hip hop. Like look how far street hip hop has like. Look at what it's being measured up against.
Right.
Like look at it.
And we talked about this on air, man. And I don't think that Justin's energy is there. And I feel that it was one of those things like Ani does social media for one of my accounts, right? And there's times when I'll hit something. And then I don't know exactly. I could be at a concert, I could be doing something or whatever.
We gonna give Justin the benefit of the
That's
doubt.
what I'm giving him.
Yeah.
We gonna give him that.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
Justin ain't Justin ain't mean.
Yeah.
He ain't mean.
Yeah,
He ain't even see it. He just was, you know, seen something favorable and just clicked whatever. We've all done it.
What'd you say, Lou?
Harmless.
It was harmless.
man. You know, he's standing on business.
Come on, man.
You know how these kids are. Come on now, man. All right, fellas. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming into the neighborhood, bro.
Man, thanks for having us.
Long time coming, man.
I know,
we
man.
supposed to have been done this,
and we're gonna do it again though. And it's God's timing
we
too,
will.
bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's perfect
Facts.
timing. It was reason. It was purpose.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's also a reason to celebrate, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man. Like I told you, I'm a fan first. And so even just seeing y'all walk in together, you know, those kind of moments, they're not guaranteed. Of course, there's nothing that's guaranteed.
Right.
But seeing y'all walk in together is beautiful.
Man.
And seeing the project, the way that the project came out to get to as far as in its total is beautiful. And seeing you guys do exactly what y'all wanted to do, the way that y'all did it, and kept the integrity when everything is for sale right now, was beautiful. And then when I say the sun, moon, and stars, it's one thing for Push for you to do what you do and do it extremely well. And then Malice for y'all to come together and put Clipse together the way that we love it and do it extremely well. But then how in the world, with everybody being busy just in life and in business, then Pharrell comes?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how could this album, and you could say, but could this album have been done or would have been done different if Pharrell wasn't involved?
We didn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
There it is.
We wanted the whole, from the beginning, how we started. Mm-hmm. No other way.
Is there more greatness after this?
I'd say so.
Yeah, okay, good. You know, some people be like, man, this the one and done. He said plenty. He said plenty. Hey, man, but you know what's wild when you said, man, there was big checks coming. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. Hey, man, because I see the same thing with Andre and Big Boy with Outkast.
Right.
It's like there's, we can wish and hope and all this, man, but then if I'm not there, man, there's just some things, especially with me being a dad, being a husband, being of age, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's just some things that I'm just not going to do. And people can say, oh, you turned down such and such. And I'm like, man, I would give it all back and then some.
Everybody should have some of that in them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know that there's been times too, Malice, where I've accepted something and I say, damn it, I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't. And so now I don't even let it get on the vine before I kill it. People don't have to even bring it to me. Yeah, don't even bring it to me. Anything before we break out of here, love?
Yes, I did want to say that the album is great. I love the whole album. Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face is one of my favorite
Man, all these
songs.
acronyms.
Thank you.
He wanted to get rid of it.
What?
Yeah.
No. Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face. Hey, bro, and that's one of those where I feel like y'all
Mike
like
Tyson,
this.
Blow to the Face.
That's what I
POV.
feel like.
So be it. Yeah.
And I thought the features on the album.
Did you just want to get rid of the album?
Yeah, I thought
How you get rid of POV and So Be It?
Right.
Not so be it.
Oh, he said So Be It.
Grace of God.
Oh, great. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Grace of God.
I was about to say because
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I was about to say
right.
So Be It was loaded.
That's right.
Oh.
Grace of God.
Like, no, not So Be It. I had to say that.
Yeah.
And I did want to ask that I know people always say that you guys are artists that could do in hip hop what other artists can't do, and I agree. But what do you guys think that makes it so difficult for this generation to deliver that? Like for my newer generation, like, because I agree, but it's like, what makes it so hard for newer artists to just, deliver that?
I think it's too many following trends. Trying to follow what's going on, trying to see what's working, and then trying to duplicate that instead of just being true to yourself.
And as your taste. You have to have taste.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think that's what, separates a lot of great artists from the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Just having taste.
Mm-hmm. Everything's fast-paced now, huh?
Yeah. And you got to be able to take your time.
And we got a lot of microwave, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like slow cooked. I'm like, is it ready yet?
Yeah.
No, it's not ready yet. Yeah. Hey, man, so you didn't want to get rid of So Be It?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay. It was Grace of God. It was Grace of God.
Hey, man, was So Be It, was that very necessary for you at that time?
Very.
Hey, man, let me tell you when I first heard So Be It, because So Be It came to me, it wasn't like,
You're
man,
warming up.
Did you hear what he said?
You're warming up.
Yeah.
You're warming up.
Do you want me in the microwave? do you want me in the microwave?
I'm just letting you know I see you.
But let me warm up.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I'm warming up is because I heard it without somebody else telling me to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard it for the first time, I was like, oh shit, that's my warm up. The Travis Scott shit. I was like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, Calabash, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. But the warm up, let me get straight to the microwave now. When I asked, was it very necessary? Explain.
Necessary because I feel like accountability is like lacking in hip hop as well. So I feel like, a lot of people, they do wrong, they do backhanded things, and it's just, they just let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very self-contained over here, like very self-contained. We don't venture out of our crew and our clique too much. So when something does happen like that, it's really an invasion. And so you just had to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And you spoke very well.
Of course.
Hey man, I'm gonna let this go because it's starting to feel clickbaity. You know what I'm saying? but thank you, brothers, for coming into the neighborhood, man. And I appreciate y'all coming into the neighborhood, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. All righty now, Pusha T, Malice. Thank you guys, man, for coming into the neighborhood. Clipse up in
God
here.
sort them out.
Ooh, in the major
Album
way.
of the year. Easy.
Hello. Hey man, and you know that and you feel that.
Man,
and extremely proud of it.
For sure.
Hey man, there it is, Clipse in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.